Hello, and welcome to Baby
Wait,
That's Con.
I think you started too early on my
No
side. I don't know.
way. No, that was a you problem. I'm overcoming the millennial pause.
Okay, if it's not in there, then it's not in there.
Well, it'll be an interesting test. This podcast is.
I forgot. I forgot that was my line. Welcome to a conversational podcast about all of our favorite content.
I'm Kip.
And I'm Joseph.
We are coming to you live from different venue today. I'm in Las Vegas,
I am in my same bedroom as always.
but your curtains have absolutely changed position, so
They do
feels
that.
feels different. um, how are you?
I'm good. I ran 5K this morning.
5 whole K?
Actually, no. I ran more than that. I ran 5.5 miles. That's
Oh, that's
more,
a
right?
lot of K. I think that's almost 10K even.
Oh, wow. Talk about a K hole. How are you
uh,
today?
I'm fine. I don't like Las Vegas, and I find myself here all the time. And this was once again not my choice.
I don't understand, like, who are the people that do like Las Vegas? And how do you
Well,
live with yourself?
the people who like Las Vegas is the median voter in this country, which is the problem.
Oh,
No,
hate that.
okay, so I'm here for work. I'm staying at the Bellagio, which is nice. Um, okay, so yeah, so this morning I had a work meeting. We went to like their big breakfast cafe thing, whatever, but it's not one of the fancy buffets. Uh, 9:30 in the morning on a Tuesday. The line is like out the door with people who are very clearly on vacation. Like there's like a section of us who are here for a conference, and you can tell because everyone's in some shirt like this. And then there's like people in vacation clothes. And the people who like Las Vegas, well, I do have to say I was laughing because the Bellagio is nice enough uh, that I kind of get why for some people it's like good enough to not have to fly all the way to Italy if it's convenient.
But wouldn't she go to the Venetian for if you want in Italy?
Well, the Bellagio is based on the town of Bellagio in Lake Como.
Wait, I didn't know
Um,
that.
oh yeah, it's competing Italian uh locales. Um, but of course, it does not offer. Yeah, so this is based on that, and the Venetian is based on Venice.
I knew that one.
Anyways, yeah, I checked in last night, and I like they put me on the fifth floor, which is humiliating. There's only one floor below me out of 33. And I was like, oh, and like because I had to book through my company portal, I have a room with two queen beds. I was like, is there any chance I could have a king bed instead? Like, it's just me. And she goes, we're completely sold out. I'm like, it's a Monday night in the middle of October. Insane.
Wow.
So, anyways, I'm fine. Just like random work stuff. And I did go to the gym, but because I did berries 2 days in a row, which is the first time I've done that, I'm very sore and don't really have it in me. So I walked approximately 1 mile and turned it around.
That's not bad. I mean, it's not 5.5 miles, but
No, not even close. I would say it's approximately 20%. But you wouldn't know that
mm,
because you can't do math.
I I'll take your word for it.
One way you can disguise being bad at math is to say approximately before what you think it is. And now, even if you're right, you could just say, yeah, but I said approximately. I meant like kinda.
That's a good tip. I'll
And
hold on
that's a
to
good
that one.
tip. Yes.
Okay, so my follow up, I'm staring at it and I really want to drink it. So that's why I need to get it up now so I can drink it.
Oh my
Is
God.
I went to get the other Wicked Starbucks drink. And what is it? It's called
Yes.
Galinda's Power Potion or something. So let me
Okay.
share the what it's supposed to look like,
Ooh,
and then
that's
I
really
guess I'll
pretty. Is
be
it based
editing
on
out the rest of
the
my
ref
screen.
Is it based on the refresher?
I think so, but it has caffeine in it, which I thought the refreshers didn't.
No, they all do,
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they were
or at least
caffeine
most
free.
of them do.
Huh.
No one's going to Starbucks for a caffeine-free beverage.
Well, true. But anyways, I guess we can see what's supposed to get it. So mango dragon fruit, creamy coconut milk, real freeze-dried dragon fruit, non-dairy strawberry cold foam, and sprinkles.
Okay, I have a complaint, which is that the alphabet one at least was like a whole new concoction. The Glinda one, they just made that up from an existing drink. They just put some like shit on top.
It's like the same thing, right?
Yeah, that's outrageous. I'm boycotting
Okay.
Starbucks.
Yeah, I forgot to preface this with at the risk of getting canceled. I went to
Yes.
Starbucks. You can see my pink nails I painted after I got the Glinda Crocs.
Wow, beautiful.
I do think this one looks better than the Elphaba one.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
This
It's
has been
certainly
sitting in the
closer.
fridge for 30 minutes, so
Okay.
it still is looking decent, I think.
Yeah.
It smells really good. It doesn't taste as sweet as I thought it would, to be honest. It does taste sweet, but
I enjoy that refresher. I have had it before, and I think it's
this is
good.
good. I would like, I don't know that I would drink this because normally I would just get like coffee, but like I do think people would like it if you like a sweet pink drink vibe. I can't tell. I guess it's dragon fruit flavored, so it just tastes like it kind of tastes like a strawberry milkshake a little, like the foam, but and then the drink is a little less sweet.
Well, I
But
appreciate your commitment to the band.
thank you. I would drink this. I think this tastes better than the Elphaba one, although the Elphaba one is more coffee vibes. So if you just want coffee, that's probably better.
That makes sense. Okay, yeah, so we sort of referenced it. We got our first hate comment.
Oh yeah, a lot of things have happened. So the
What else has happened?
I don't even know if you'd call it a hate comment. They just said
You wouldn't
boycott
call it a love
Starbucks.
comment.
I said I
Yeah,
would
but it was,
consider.
yeah, which was hilarious. It's a hate comment because it was in reference to you having Starbucks.
Yeah,
Plus,
but
I hated it.
I thought it was funny. I was like, some random person is taking time out of their day to watch my video and say boycott Starbucks. Like, that's views, babes.
So true. Did you look up the Starbucks boycott?
No, I didn't really consider it.
Well,
Just go
I looked it up just because I felt the need to be informed. It all relates to Israel, but uh, the boycott is because people say that Starbucks gives money to the Israeli army, but that is not true from everything I read. And people are pretty aligned that the Starbucks boycott is unneeded slash uncalled for. Unless you want to boycott them for being anti-union and union busting, because they love to do that.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'd heard some stuff about it, but I'd never seen anything that felt like substantiated. So here we are.
Here we are. I'm not drinking Starbucks, but I would have if there was one near me.
There's not one in the hotel. Usually they have
My
like
drink.
four.
Well, it's a big hotel, and I am in the absolute outcast wing. I'm like so far back that I'm almost into Vidara, and my
Wow.
view is I used to have like top MGM status because of Hyatt, and then they canceled their partnership. So now I just don't really exist to these people. So yeah, I'm on the fifth floor. My view, I can see several things: parking structure, big block building, but I can see the Eiffel Tower and the Sphere.
Oh,
So some good, some bad.
that's a win. It's like you can see
Yeah,
Paris from Italy.
that's what I'm saying. For some people, like Vegas is good enough.
Yeah, but like, I mean, you see the fake Eiffel Tower one time, like you got to go back for that.
I agree, but they have a lot of pools here too, which people really like.
Oh, I do like a pool party, like day drinking. That's fun.
Yeah. I saw this woman I used to work with. Her husband just turned like 50, and they got a huge suite at this place in downtown Las Vegas, not on the Strip. Um, but it's that one with the crazy pool with all these like recliners in it, and it basically looks like a stadium, and you like watch like sporting events like from the pool. And they came for like the Dodgers.
Wow. I was just gonna say you had me up until you said sporting events.
Yes, I figured, but that's okay. I like sports.
Well, that's a topic for another day because I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, that's fine because my sports team is getting absolutely destroyed, and so I don't have anything fun to say about it anyway, except for how
I
humiliating it is to have told people you like this team and then for them to just absolutely suck shit.
well, I think they deserve it. And I will not elaborate on that.
um, do you have a win of the week or a loss of the week?
Well, I wanted to go back to the other hate mail that we
Oh
got
yes.
before
Oh,
we
we got a
jump in.
second hate mail.
Well, I hated it.
Okay, well, this is gonna be a live, raw reaction because I'm not up to date on this one.
Oh no, I think you are. You just don't know it yet. Let me share my screen again. Wow, it's like I never left work. So we got our first review of our podcast. I mean, thank you. Shout out to the 3 people that gave us 5 stars. Love you.
One of
Bless
which was
you.
definitely me.
Someone, Richard Dreyfuss here, they decided to give us 4 stars, which is like probably the worst rating you could get. So this is what they said for audio listeners. Hi, Joey. That's my name. People call me, like my family calls me that. Nice job. Funny stuff. I wasn't able to get video, just audio. Is there video?
Did you ever figure out who this person is?
I have an idea, but what I do want to say to Richard Dreyfuss is, 1,
Say
no,
her
there
name.
is to at the real Richard Dreyfuss. There is no video in the Apple Podcast app. That's how podcasts work traditionally. They've been around a long time. There's no video. However, if you go to our YouTube channel, you can watch the video recording of the podcast. And if you go there, I expect a thumbs up, a like, and a subscribe. And I would love if you would update your podcast rating back to 5 stars because that's what we deserve.
I agree with the sentiment. That's hilarious. Are you gonna tell
And
me
the
off
title,
who it was?
the title of the review is just podcast. Like,
Well,
that's
you're asking a lot for a revised review in addition to a like and subscribe on YouTube.
Well, I'm gonna ask for what I want.
Yeah, shoot for the moon.
But I guess I will also say to anybody else who's listening, would love a 5-star review and a good, a nice rating and review. So thank you for your time.
That's hilarious.
You want to do your W's and L's?
Well, I've had a bad week, so I don't really have any wins.
Oh my god, no almonds this week.
I know, that's what's even sadder. Last week my win was almonds. Why don't you start?
Okay, so well, I guess I'll warn you. I feel like my W and L is a long journey this week because it's related to the concert. So
Okay.
you might want to refresh your beverage.
Take us through, Pony Boy.
Okay, so my W, I guess I'll just tell the story. So this weekend was the Orville Peck concert where I got the surprise meet and greet tickets. So there's kind of like a lot of little mini L's scattered throughout the story,
Such is
with
life.
a bigger one at the end. But it's also the W. So, anyways, we go to the meet and greet. We got there at 3. We had to check in at 3:45, and they were like, "Absolutely, do not be late, like or else." So of course we get there at 3:45, and they're not ready for us, which duh, knew like that's not even the L because we knew that was gonna happen. So then they finally let us in. It's like maybe 4:10 or something, and we're gonna meet him like at the bottom of the seating is like an outdoor amphitheater, so we had to walk down all the stairs to get there. And at first I was like, oh my god, he's not wearing the mask, like that's crazy, he's gonna let us take pictures with him without wearing a mask. And then the second crazy thing is that there's a dog there with him. And we're like,
I'm
whose
out.
dog is this? So as we're walking down the stairs, I get down and then I realize he's wearing just like a beige mask, so it just really blended in from far away. So that was kind of a letdown, but not that I was expecting to see him without the mask. Like, you got to use protection.
Sure. But he
Um,
has, like, it was just eyes, right? Like, that's pretty.
yeah, because he stopped doing the fringe, so now he just does
Yeah.
the like a little Robin mask.
But he knows everyone has seen him, right?
I mean, yeah, but I think it's like Sia, where it's just like that's the vibe. I don't know. I think I
Don't get me started.
look. I love Orville Peck. I'm sure he's a very beautiful looking person. I know I've seen the pictures of him without the mask, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think there is like a certain sexiness to the mystery of the mask, and he
The
has like
fringe, yeah.
very piercing like blue eyes that kind of like shine through the mask. So I feel like the mystery just adds more sexiness to his persona.
Yeah, and you have to,
So,
like, part the fringe to get to the mouth.
well, I can't say that I've been there, but
Baby, if I meet him, I'm going mouth.
I did get to hug him. He gave us each a hug. He said he loved my shirt. Well, actually, he said he loved
Huge.
both of our shirts. Whatever.
Oh.
He did not say that to anybody else, though, I will say.
Okay.
Just me. And Ruben. But mostly me. uh, I never know what to say when you do something like that. It's like super awkward for me.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it's super awkward for everyone involved.
yeah, I was like, do you think he hates this? Because like, it wasn't the original offer. Like, it was just because whatever got messed up, he had to do something else. I mean, he didn't have to. I guess I don't know, but
Well, he either wanted or needed the money badly enough to not refund you the VIP portion of your
yeah, that's
ticket.
true. So I was just like, "Hi, Orville. Like, it's good to see you. We saw you at your last show here. It was like at this place called Humphreys by the Bay, which is a really cool venue. It's like, it's literally by the bay. Like, you could throw
Mm.
something not bad into the water from where you're watching the show. And sometimes people like will kayak over and watch the show like from kayaks and stuff. And he just goes like, "Oh yeah, I remember there were boats there." And I'm like, "Yep, that's the ocean. There's boats." So we took our picture and we left. I could put the picture in maybe. So that was
You
really
have
cool.
to. And then people can vote whose shirt they like better.
Well, okay, so I will say it's the shirt I wore already on episode 1. So people have seen it.
It's really such an issue. I put the shirt on, of course, just for this recording, but I went to each YouTube video to make sure I hadn't worn it before.
I know.
It's
I'm
like,
gonna
how
have to
long
like.
till I can repeat?
Well, that's why we talked about this before. I want to try clothing rental, and then I could wear a new clothing outfit every time and destroy the environment even more.
That's smart. Remember at Brendan's birthday when my friend absolutely clocked me for wearing a repeat outfit all the time?
I don't, but
Well, it did happen, and it lives absolutely rent free in my head.
people are paying attention, just not me.
I didn't know anyone was paying attention to me. Turns out.
No, we love you, babes.
Uh, in spite of it all.
Um, okay, so I would say that's like a W-ish moment, meeting him,
I
which that was my
agree.
W of last week, but it's also still this week because turns out what happens last week could also affect you this week.
I'm so glad you learned.
Who knew?
Oh my god, so true.
Okay, so now it's like 4:20, and the concert doesn't start till 7. And when we were doing the meet and greet, I guess there's people that have like they had like tickets to watch from the side of the stage for a few songs, like super premium tickets. So she was like, "Meet me back here at 8:45, and then I'll take you to the stage or whatever." And so I'm like, "Oh my god, 8:45! He's not going to go until 9 o'clock, and we're here, and it's 4:20 p.m. So what are we supposed to do?"
This does not surprise
Um,
me, but you were telling me you thought he would come on at like 7, and I just
okay, well, yeah. Here's the
didn't say
scam.
anything.
Here's the scam. So they said that, and then I told Ruben, I was like, oh, "We're gonna have to like come back at 9 o'clock." Really, what we should have done is just gone home because we live so close to the venue that we could have came back. But I was
But
dumb,
then
and I
there's
didn't
the
want
danger
to.
that you wouldn't want to leave again.
Yeah, we already met him, and I didn't want to pay for parking again because I think we would have had to do that. So, anyways, we go to a restaurant for dinner. It's like Eureka Burger. I don't know if I should say that, but whatever. It's a
Why not?
chain. I don't know. Would tell you where I was at probably. Um, Not that the San Diego show wouldn't tell you where I was at. So, anyways, we go there. Eureka is like they have like all of these whiskeys, and I know they're normally known for like classic cocktails, like old fashions and penicillin or whatever those things are called. So I order a Negroni, which is a classic cocktail, right? And so we're just like waiting for the drink to come, waiting and waiting. The food comes, there's no drinks. And we're like, what is going on? And then the waiter finally brings it, and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, there's just a backup at the bar, like, whatever. I'm like, okay, that happens. Um, so we eat the dinner. I think I had another one. And we're just trying to kill time. And then eventually we're sitting there so long because we have like to wait 4 hours. So we're like, let's just go sit at the bar then, like give the table up to someone who wants the table. And so we go to the bar, and then we get there, and the bartender looks over at us, and he goes like, "Are you the one that ordered the Negroni?" And I was like, "How do you know who I am?" I mean, I was wearing like a cowboy outfit, whatever. And I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "I've never made one before. Like, was it okay? Is that the recipe sounded really weird? Like, is that how it's supposed to be?" And I'm like,
It's like the simplest recipe.
"Yeah." It's
It's like one
literally
ounce, one
like,
ounce, 1 ounce.
yes. And I missed this part of the story, but when it first came, I was like, this tastes kind of weird. But I was
You
like,
really didn't leave
whatever,
that out.
it's fine. So then we get there, and it's like, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. And they come to find out he's like a 21-year-old bartender who just turned 21 like 2 months ago and has no idea how to make these drinks. But what happened is he ended up giving us a free one when we ordered the next round. So that was my small W, was getting a free Negroni. But then it also turned into my L because I ended up drinking too much. And you know I'm not a big drinker.
That's true. Negronis are strong. You can really take you on a midnight ride with that.
For real. So anyways, we wait. We like tired of drinking. I was like, I can't just sit here drinking for 6 hours. So we're like, well, let's just go sit at the seats, whatever, buy merch. And so then we're sitting there, and this is what I was texting you. And Ruben was telling me, he was like, the lady for sure said 7:45. He's gonna go on. He'll go on at 8. And I'm like, you're sure? Because I know I heard 8:45. And he's like, yes, she said 7:45. And that's why I was so confused when you said he's not going to play till 9. So I was like, okay. So that's when I texted you. I was like, oh, he's about to go on at 8. Like, we know for sure. And then what happens at 8? The second opener
Nothing.
comes on.
Oh my god.
Oh, I hated it. That was a hate crime.
Yeah, 9 o'clock is pretty intense, I have to be honest.
Yeah, for getting there at 3:45. Ugh, my nightmare.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Well, but was the show fun?
The show was great. Although, sorry, I'm realizing there actually is a lot of L's to the story. So he sang really great. I thought, like, we saw him once before. I thought he sang better this time. Like, he was more, I don't know. The first time I felt like he was very quiet singing and just relying on the microphone to amplify it. But this time he was like really giving it, you know?
Mhm.
Um, and so literally my favorite song. So he like, you know, like they talk in between songs. So he like comes up to the mic or whatever and he's like, I'm sorry in the past, like I had to cancel some shows, like when I was going through a lot, like I was really depressed and you know, like if I didn't cancel those shows, like I don't know what would have happened. So thank you all for letting me do that and supporting me. It like saved my life. And like here's this song that I wrote during that period when I was really depressed. And I'm like, oh, I know what song this is. I was like, this is like my favorite song. And so then he starts playing the song, and we have great seats. So we're like 20 rows out, and he's like right at our face level. And so like we're sitting down, like nobody in front of us is standing. It's like a very slow, sad, depressing song. And then this straight couple comes in front of us with like the biggest woo girl drunk energy I've ever seen, and they're like standing up, dancing around to this slow, sad, depressing song in front of us. And so I'm like, I know it's a concert. I'm not going to tell you you can't stand up, right? Like, because I want to sit, whatever. But they keep turning around and they're like, is this okay? Like, can you see? I'm like, no, I can't fucking see because you're standing in front of me during my favorite song. And they're just like dancing, kissing each other, like being just generally messy and obnoxious. And then they keep turning around like trying to get me to stand up, like to party with them or whatever. And I'm like, just leave, literally leave me alone. So they ruined my favorite song. Eventually I just had to stand up because I was like, I need to see the concert.
Yeah,
Um, but they were just being rude and obnoxious, I felt like. And
that's
the
the
girl even
worst.
like one moment she turned to the boyfriend or whoever he was, and she was like, "Am I doing too much?" And I really wanted to say yes, bitch.
Oh my
Um,
god.
but overall, I had a good time. I wasn't gonna let them ruin it for me.
That's good. Did you say anything at all?
No, I knew it's like one of those situations where keep in mind I'm like 4, 5 drinks in. So I'm like, if I open my mouth, like it's
Yeah.
not gonna be good. So I just didn't say anything.
Yeah, that makes sense. We were at a show with my parents once, and there was like a similar situation in front of us, but it was like with my parents in particular, just really feel like we needed to like kind of get that situation handled. Anyways, it was wild.
I would love to
Um,
see Julia handle that.
no, my husband handled that.
I'm just like, first of all, this is a gay concert, so like, why are you here on a romantic straight couple date thing? Like, that's
Yeah.
weird.
Well, that's just
Um,
the problem when we got equal rights.
I don't know. I hated it.
Oh my god. Did you see Shawn Mendes say that he doesn't know his sexuality?
Yes, I did see that. It's like he's been
I
baiting everyone for years and years and years and years, and it's
I
like
agree.
you gotta like just say something, like just pick something.
Did you see the video where he was showing all the screenshots on his phone?
No,
Oh my god, you gotta watch it. The first one is like just a photo of like a man's hand, and he's like, "This man has the thickest fingers I've ever seen." Swear to God. And then the next screenshot is David Beckham leaving the airport, and he has two different screenshots of that, which that tells me a lot. Um, and then I
what is
forget
this?
what goes on.
2003?
I know, and like the thing, what was really funny about it too was like Victoria was also in the photo with him, but he didn't say the Beckhams leaving the airport. He said, "This is David Beckham leaving the airport." She's right there.
But I do think a gay person would have said, it's Victoria Beckham leaving the airport, not
Well, it
David Beckham.
depends on their taste preference. David Beckham used to be like top of the pops.
Yeah, 2003.
I know, but like you can't
Not
help.
anymore.
Maybe he's into daddies.
Well, can't blame him there.
I know you can't. Oh my god. Well, we'll see. We'll see where that ends up. He is so hot. It is crazy.
I do like to sing along to his songs. He has a nice voice.
Yeah, and a nice body.
What a nice little young lad. Not lad, but young man.
The only thing I don't like is like there's all those paparazzi photos of him like he goes out in public a little too sloppy woppy. Like bedhead, ugly outfit. Like I need my stars to be stars. I don't want
I
stars
think
to be
it's.
just like us.
I think he just very clearly gives off bisexual energy, and he just needs to embrace it.
Yeah, I agree with that, but like, you know, the first man he tries it on he's gonna ruin that person's life. We both know.
Well,
Maybe ruin something else too.
okay, real quick to cap off my W and L story is W was Orville did Pink Pony Club in the encore. It was really good.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh my god, the straight couple loved it.
We're losing everything we had.
Oh my god, I know. I don't like straight couple. Like you're barely even allowed to like Chapel as it is. But anyways, that's not my fight to fight.
No.
The biggest L of the night happened. So like we got home late. It was like probably I didn't fall asleep till like after midnight. And at 5:45 in the morning, I hear my dog bark, which like normally he does that like maybe once a month, barks at something. So it's not really normal, but it's normal enough to not really like worry about it. But it woke me up, and then I'm just like, okay, whatever. And then I see like a bright light flash through like the door jamb, you know? And I'm like, holy shit, like someone's trying to break into the house or something. Cause I didn't know what time it was yet. I just thought it was the middle of the night and someone was like shining flashlights around. So I pull up like my camera, my doorbell app, and then I hear like the faintest knocking. And when I pull up the camera, it's two police officers, allegedly, at the door. And I'm like, oh my god, like what has happened? Like I don't want to wake up and deal with like they found like a dead person outside or something, you know? Like I don't know.
No, absolutely.
But then like as soon as they knock, they just walk away, like immediately. Like they didn't even wait, and it was like such the quietest knock that like my dog didn't even bark again. Normally, if somebody knocks on the door, like he goes crazy. So I was like, this is weird. Um, and then I was just like awake and panicked because I thought someone was breaking into the house and I couldn't like fall back asleep. So I was so tired on Sunday. I spent like most of the day in bed. I didn't do anything. That was my L, getting woken up by the cops like for literally apparently no reason.
You never figured out anything why.
No.
All right. Do you know about crows?
No. What's a crow?
It's a bird. I was okay. I've known this for a long time, but the New York Times did a new updated article on it today. Crows can hold grudges for up to 17 years, and they remember people's faces, and they literally will attack people that they don't like. And so I was reading about apparently Vancouver is like the worst place for crows. But there are whole segments of people who crows will misidentify. So there's this blonde woman who like moved to Vancouver, I guess, and had never like done it, like ever seen a crow, never talked to a crow in her life. The crows would attack her every time she would walk down this certain part of the street. And it turns out there was this other blonde woman who had like hit them with something. And so these crows had like a vendetta against all blonde women. So she had to start like wearing a hat when she walked down the street. And there was a similar story in Seattle of this guy who was like 6'8" and bald, so like obviously very distinct. And he too was like would always walk to the same cafe. One day something happened. These crows attacked him in the same spot every time. So he literally had to find a new route to walk to the cafe because these crows were attacking him when he had done nothing.
That is so crazy. The crows are just like, it's on site.
Absolutely. No, no, no. It's really scary. Um, and yeah, this guy in LA had this story about like these crows decided they didn't like him. Don't know why. They would come and oh, his did know why because he attacked them with a rake.
I was gonna say, do we really know that these people didn't do anything?
Well,
Because it
no, who
feels
can never
very,
be sure?
it's very crow-phobic to say, to blame the crows for misidentifying
I mean, I agree with you. Um, anyways, I say all this to say, watch out for the crows. I don't. If a crow is doing something, even if it's something bad, leave that crow alone. It's not worth it.
This is terrorism.
I will send you the article if you're interested in. It actually it's crazy.
Gosh, we can't keep letting them get away with this.
Do you have crows in your neighborhood?
I mean, I guess, like, not a ton, but I think I see them around.
I have crows on my walking path. I'm always so respectful. Crows, I'm respectful. Jot that down.
Well, I hope they don't. I'm gonna dress up like you and do a crow hate crime, and then
Well, actually, the 17 years thing came from they did a study on it, and it's so funny. I think they used a Mike Pence mask for some of it, but yeah, the professor like did a study on his campus. He puts on a mask. He would go through and like throw things at the crows. Which I'm like, okay, PETA. Um, he would throw things at the crows, and then
wow.
he would walk around campus and like crows communicate, and like for a long period of time, like crows would like make their like mean call at him, even nowhere near where the incident happened, and then he would like put on a different mask, and they would not do it. And then he put on a third mask that was kind of similar to the Mike Pence one, and that was how he figured out because they would still call at this other one, not as much, but that was how he proved
Oh.
that there are cases of mistaken identity amongst the crows.
But what happens after 17 years? They're just
Well, I
like,
guess
I'm
no.
good.
Okay, it's crazy. Okay, so no, so crows have a lifespan of 11 years. They pass down these
Oh, they teach their
grudges
children.
generationally. Yes, yes.
That that's awesome.
So he literally, I think, tracked this study for like 20 years, but he would wear the mask around campus for like years. And it was 17 years when they finally stopped cawing at him.
Well, that's like me when I have a child. Like that person, if you see them after I'm gone,
Honestly, it's teaching a lesson. No, in the article, I'm going to send you the article because it's too good, although I have now said almost everything in it. But of course, my facts are going to be wrong. Um, one of the people literally had to move. He was like, the problem was so bad, I just moved.
that's so funny. They're taking back their land.
Yeah, reclaiming. Oh man, speaking of animals, my L of the week is squirrels.
Oh, okay.
They're
So
eating my deck.
I posted a picture of a squirrel. It was like a really cute picture of a squirrel, and your
Yeah,
husband
I saw it.
commented like frowny face. I was like, what? And then that's how I found out about the deck situation.
Yeah, spent a lot of money on this deck. Took a long time to fix it. Blah blah blah. One day where I just like hear this noise, like munch munch munch. The squirrel is just eating this. By the way, the wood is treated like it's poisonous, I think, and it's painted. This squirrel. By the way, I have real trees. I'm like, girl, go eat your damn tree. don't care. They're eating the jack.
I wonder how many years squirrels can hold grudges for.
Well, I am in a war with them, and every time I see them now, I literally run out there and
Maybe the
I
crows told them. The crows told
maybe.
the squirrels.
Well, the I need the crows to get a grudge against the squirrels.
You're gonna start an animal war in your backyard.
And then I'm just gonna have to move. You know I don't fuck with animals. The craziest part of it is like squirrels are not like we have ring cameras, and you can turn on a siren, and you can like turn on a mic and like talk. So one time I was gone, but I saw that there were squirrels in the yard. I turned on the siren on them and I yelled at them. They just looked and didn't even move. They're not scared of noise or anything. They're only scared of like actual people. It's like I can't be on my property at all times to defend it.
Well, you should get like an outdoor cat or something.
Maybe there is a cat in the
Well, I
neighborhood
guess
who's doing me nothing.
the mountain lions might come for it, but
Yeah. Well,
did you see the Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest?
I did. I wouldn't say I'm fully up to date on it, but I did see it.
I don't know all the tea, but I know it ended with police presence and people getting arrested, which doesn't seem very Chalamet coded to me, but
Yeah.
go off. I saw this tweet, which I absolutely cannot show on the podcast, but I will send it to you.
Okay. Can't
And
wait.
it was like me after the Henry Cavill lookalike contest in my
Oh.
bedroom.
I've seen it.
uh,
I heard about because do you know about Club Chalamet?
no, but I've seen some of like the drama about it.
Yeah, okay, so Club Chalamet is a Timothy Chalamet fan account, and it's run by this, I would say, mid-50s black woman who I think is single, and she just, like, loves Timmy and always posts her opinion of what she thinks Timmy will do, and it's always wrong. It's so funny. So someone had asked her the day before if she thought Timmy would go to she calls him Timmy, Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest. She says, "No, I do not think Timmy would like dignify that with his presence or something like that. Whatever." Of course, he shows up. Her response was the most iconic thing ever. It's like it all feels very gaslighty, very Trumpy, but she literally wrote, "I have benefited from this appearance in ways you cannot imagine."
I did see that. Do you think he went there like on purpose to get her?
No, I think he pays zero attention to this woman. But what's so funny is like she's loved him for like a long, long time. She goes like follows him around places and stuff too sometimes. She's so disappointed in his like life choices, like being with the Jenner.
That's really happening? Like it's still going?
I don't know. I don't follow the account, but I just cannot help but catch up sometimes on Club Chalamet. But she is also like, you have to be careful of Club Chalamet or she will block you in 2 seconds. Like, do not tag Club Chalamet in this. Actually, a block would be worth it if it got us attention.
Oh, another win for future me. Very
Well, this
far
is
ahead.
terrible. I don't have any wins.
Well, I mean, you should work on that for yourself. But
I'm trying.
I bought tickets to see Wicked San Diego tour, whatever stage show. I don't know what you call it.
Oh, yeah.
The touring version of the Wicked stage production for San Diego. So I'm very excited about that, but it's not until like March. So
Oh, fun. It's coming to LA too. I forget when. I think before then.
probably right before, yeah.
That's fun. We are gonna have to do a Wicked movie review together. I have a friend who went to see. Apparently, they did a showing. Everyone's gonna see this damn movie before us, by the way. They did a showing of the Wicked movie with the original Broadway cast, so he got to watch it. Yeah, he was there. He runs like Broadway tours around the country. How he got the invite. But anyways, yeah, he got to go to it, and apparently Kristen Chenoweth gave Ari a hug and standing ovation after Popular.
Wow.
So
I
it
did
tells me
see
you're really gonna enjoy Popular.
Kristen. I saw her like post about Ariana. She said, "What did you say?" She said she works her butt off, and that's why she doesn't have one. It's like that doesn't sound like a nice thing to say, in my
No,
opinion.
I
Like if
agree.
someone said I didn't have a butt, I'd be upset.
Now having a butt is an epidemic, by the way. This really hot berries instructor who's straight but like has like this incredibly ripped body and is working out all the time does not have a butt at all.
I don't get it. It's like, what's the point of doing anything? That's the whole. That's what. I don't know. I don't get it.
That's what it's all for.
It's like the you don't skip leg day meme. Like, why are we still skipping leg day in God's
I
year
know, but it's like he
2024?
teaches leg day. I don't know. Maybe there's just something wrong with his genetics, but it's not good.
Oh, that sucks.
It's like when
Sad.
somebody called Wendy Williams said she looks like the letter P.
Hilarious.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. You can find us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or most places you get podcasts.
Well, actually, just those three places.
Okay, just those three. I thought there was more.
Yes.
Please follow, subscribe, and if you enjoy the podcast, give us 5 stars. And if not, please don't leave any hate comments. We can't take any more.
And you can also find us on TikTok. It's at Baby That's Kant.
Yeah.
And do you want to plug your personal social or no?
I don't know. You can find me if you're really looking.
That's true. You can find me. I'm on Instagram. What is it? Jojo Patron. Jojo_Patron.
Well, if you're going to say, I'm at Queen Kip.
Follow him.
One day I will tell this. Did I tell a story about when somebody really trolled my Instagram?
No.
Well, I'll save it for another day because I don't know if I want to say it.
That's fair. I did say I was going to talk about the fainting story, but maybe we should save that for an in-person episode.
Oh yeah,
when we're at the
coming
scene
soon.
of the crime.
I got a new rug, so.
Oh, that's good. Is it softer?
No.
Uh-oh.
But it will hide stains better.
Could be in trouble.
Oh my god. Okay. Bye.
Bye, everyone.